Right, it's back again. You see the sweat? Yes. All I need is blood and tears and a full brewer. It was nearly tears earlier because I just got so frustrated with the bag. Trying to drain it. The strainer's just that little too small for my, well, I'll put it in one of my 3-gallon fermenter just to drain it, and then sparge, rinse the grain basically. That's it's not a sparge, it's not what I do. It's not proper. But I'm not testing efficiency or anything like that because I really can't be frigging bothered. I don't even want to know. I want to know how the end product comes out. And if it's good, it's good. If it's crap. I've aimed for around 60% efficiency when I did the recipe anyway, so yeah. I can't tell you the recipe yet because I still haven't looked at it. I just know there's a protoflock at 10 minutes. So I have looked at it, I just haven't paid attention to the rest of the details. But we're boiling, literally. Put it in a hot bag because I really, really don't want to fish out 60 grams of bloody Tatnang at the end. I can't be arsed with that. So I might just stick the extra hop additions in at some point. So yeah, I'll come back when that's done. Okay. Oh dear, that went a bit wrong. Right, protoflock. Check. Sriracha Ace. Check. Oh. Laters. Well. Yeah, that went well. No, it did actually, to be fair. It went alright, but just faff and annoying. I haven't quite got my system set up yet. It's only the second one I've done on limited equipment, so I just need to figure out what I'm actually doing. But we're in here. We're in, fellas. Well, just a tad over 20 litres because I was a bit of a... Sorry, should I show you? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I was a bit just dumping cold water in to top it up and I just overshot, but it's like I'm near enough. Sitting at 28, spot on where I wanted it. Well, actually a degree higher, but knackered, man. That's taken way too long. Way too long. I did a 90-minute mash, which obviously didn't help. I just don't know if I was just not organised enough. But I'm going to pitch the yeast in a minute. And I'll come back in a couple of weeks. Well, actually, I don't know. I might post this now. Or later in the week, homebrew Wednesday, whatever. Or it might be a grain to glass. Either way, you'll see it. I just don't know when. So, see you later. Yep. Right, so conclusion. Obviously this is a grain to glass video, so first one I've ever done, trying to get my head around that because I'm not doing this on its own. So you know what's gone into this, but just for my sake, I'm going to recap slightly. So it was Marisotta. Yeah, I haven't done my research. You know what's in it. I was going to recap, but totally experimental brew really, and brewed on the hottest day of the year. So literally, I was going to say blood, sweat and tears, but certainly a bit of sweat. We're into it, so I'll be totally honest with you, it's nearly fucking gone. That's how much I like it. So it's still quite young. I'm kind of kidding myself that it was like a month old, maybe more, 3 weeks old. Whoops. But it's actually been really nice young. I've put some bottles aside for Christmas. Don't want to point over there. Got exits. I don't know. Twat. So yeah, I'm gonna crack her open. Just a little 330ml sample. Most of it was 330ml actually. Just to smoke. There is some, but you can't see it because My camera setup's shit. Sorry about the light. I'll just give up. So let's give it a pour. Oh, smell the yeast. Absolutely smell the yeast. So, I had quite a few comments about how nice the colour is on this. And I have to say, I didn't intend for it to be like this. But I'm so happy with the colour on this. I mean, look at that. It's a lot. Actually, it's lighter on there. Normally it's darker. Can I get a balance? Are you going to focus? Are you going to do it? No. It's a real, almost like, it's like a reddy amber, dark amber colour, and it's lovely. And the head's developing over time a little bit. So this came out at 5.6%. Don't think I've mentioned that at any point, have I? I don't know. I'll know once I upload it. But just to tell you again, if I have, it's 5.6%. Nice bit of carbonation, and it's just, this smells really yeasty. Hop wise, I mean, I dry hop this. I've had a couple of beers now, this being one of them, where I've dry hopped and I don't think I've needed to. I don't know what it add. It's really weird, you know, because it's a Belgian yeast, like with the Saison. That came with 100 grams of hops. I could just smell yeast. I don't know whether it's just my nose thingy, nose. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it is. The hops are wasted, basically. I might as well have just chucked them in something else. But this was kind of like a store cupboard brew. It was use up what you got left. So there's a bit of Sriracha, that Tetnang, which was out of date, which just needed using in one batch. And then Centennial Sriracha Tetnang, yeah. So yeah, scratching my leg, sorry. That head's kind of sticking around now, but it's getting to that age now where I think it will start to stick around. I've given John Campbell one of these. I think as I'm recording this, later on today, he's been promising me reviews would go up. I'm not giving him any stick about it because you know how it is. But yeah, he's been saying for a while he'll do one of my review to come. Which one was it? Simcoe Pale Ale. My Simcoe's smash. And then he's got this. I think he reviewed it earlier in the week. Says it's going up today. Waiting. No, kidding, man. It's all good. So yeah. Shall we dive in? I've waffled. It's not like me, is it? I'm just getting a lot of yeast. From what I know, sort of like flavour-wise, what I've had off this before, the Sriracha Ace has kind of turned it a bit gherkiny. But I've only noticed that recently as it started to mellow out. But it's a really weird flavour, and I don't know whether anybody else would pick this up, but it kind of works in a weird way. And I'm like, oh, I wasn't expecting that, but I don't know, whatever. So aroma wise, I'm not sure what I'm picking up, but definitely yeast. So Belgian yeast. So it's a Mango Jacks M41 Belgian ale. Let's dive in for a taste, even though I don't know what it tastes like. I think more of the malt profile's coming out now. Ooh. Massive wash of like hop bitterness, but not on the back end, if that makes sense. Like halfway through you just get a hit of bitterness, but it's not too overpowering. Yeah. For chuck it together brew, which I had no idea. I think this was my second or maybe third partial mash, especially on a big scale. It's my first partial mash on a big scale, which did really well. I hit all the numbers and everything. So yeah, I'm really pleased with this. It was worth the labour. Would I brew it again? I'd make some changes. I'd certainly make some changes. I'd probably use Tetnang again. Some fresh Tetnang this time. I don't think that's added any. It's probably a month out of date. It's not going to make that much difference, is it? Centennial. Can't taste it at all. Sorry, I've got a bit dark there. Blocking the light. Really can't taste that in there. I think the Sriracha Ace, I was warned about it, but I just had to go with it and see how it was. I think I'd probably omit that from the next batch. I've got like 40, 50 grams sat in the freezer. I might chuck them. Does anyone want them? Anyone want some Sriracha Ace? No? No? Okay. I had toyed with doing a single hop beer with it just to see what it's really like. I don't think I'm going to use it. I've got so many hops to get through as well. I've got a massive stockpile. Anyway, I've waffled on for far too long on this, as usual. Thanks for watching my first grain to glass. Look at that head come back. That's a beautiful beer. I'm gonna rebrew this. I might rebrew a batch for Christmas. Yeah, and see how we go. But I'm gonna make some changes. So version 2 will be coming up at some point. Cheers for watching, fellas, and we'll catch you later, taters. Nice one.